As expected after the holidays, the flu season is ramping up. The CDC says more than 7 million people have had the flu this season. Locally, Novant Health says it's seen a 150% increase of flu cases in the past week. 2 Wants to Know's Ben Briscoe got some information from doctors.
You just found out your coworker who sat next to you yesterday called out today. Or your friend you had coffee with is now sick with the flu. Here's when you know you're in the clear. Flu symptoms don't show up right away. That waiting period makes you feel really anxious because at first you're totally fine. But doctors say when the symptoms hit, they hit hard. First up normally is a high fever, a body chill, and aches all over.
When people tell me about influenza, they talk about it coming on very suddenly. They feel like they have a high fever and they particularly have these muscle aches. And they'll describe it as, I felt like I was hit by a truck. That's the phrase you hear the most.
For most people, symptoms start 1 to 4 days after being exposed, with 2 days being the most common according to the CDC. So if you make it past 4 days, you're likely in the clear. Now you want to know, how long should you avoid that friend or coworker who's contagious? Most people spread the virus longer than they think. For the average adult, you start being contagious 1 day before symptoms show up, and for about 5 to 7 days after getting sick. Here's the rule doctors use to be sure. It's not when you start to feel better, it's when you've been fever-free for 24 hours without medication. Then you're safe to be around others.
When your fever is gone, you wait about 24 hours, and then you're no longer shedding virus or contagious.
One more important thing about the timeline of the flu. Flu season runs from October to May, so we're right in the middle of it now. In fact, it didn't peak last year until February. Ben Briscoe, 2 Wants to Know.